Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my student. How are you? How are you today? It is nice to see you again. So we meet again in this, in this place at Zoom meeting class. So today we are going to talk about business philosophy, and then we will also talk about past perfect tense. Uh, And then you must listen to my explanation. So we are going to study how to read the article in English, and I hope you listen to my reading. And after that, you must video record your reading, and then you must post the link of your video in this simple application. Yeah. So, and then after that, I would like to explain the grammar, focus on grammar, relation to past perfect tense. Yeah. So I want to explain what is past perfect tense, how when we use past perfect tense, and then I will also give you the video of past perfect tense explained by the other aspect of English. So you must also listen, and after you have watched this video, you must do all the exercise given in this video. Okay. You ready? So I want to share screen the material today. Okay, so look at on this look at the screen. So in the 7 meeting here, so we are going to talk about business philosophy at DM Smucker Company. It is a case study of a company. The company is called DM Smucker. So listen to my reading, and after that, you must video record your reading. So and then you must post the link of your video here. I want to look at your pronunciation, and I want to fit your pronunciation. And after that, after your rating, you must answer the comprehension question, and you can write the answer here. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. Business philosophy at the GM Smuckers Company. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good based on Smuckers' recent success and growth in the jam, jelly, preserve, and marmalade industry. It would be hard for anyone to doubt that statement. The total jam and jelly sale for Smucker is over $1 billion a year. By first chasing and then surfacing jelly giants, Kraft Incorporation and Wells Smuckers now has a 37% share of the total jam and jelly market and is the leading manufacturer in the industry. The GM Marcus Company, based in Orfile, Ohio, is a family-run operation. In 1897, Jerome Monroe Smucker decided to bring in extra income by making apple cider and apple butter from all family received. On the same property where today's modern factory now stands, Jerome carefully monitors the quality of his product, personally signing the paper tied over its container of apple butter. Now, at all of Smucker's 10 plants across the country, a deficient quality remains a key element of Smucker's business. Soon after Jerome began his business, often other members of the Smuckers family become involved. They took most of the earnings and poured them back into the company. In 1969, the Smuckers family decided to take their company public. They retained 30% of the stocks, selling 35% to the institution and pension funds, and the rest to individuals investors. Paul Smuckers, the chief executive and grandson of the founder, and his son are not taking their number one position in the jam and jelly market for granted. They know they must fend off foreign jam companies as well as variety of domestic competitors. Smuckers must also respond to the new wave of health awareness and calorie consciousness in the USA, as well as changes in consumer taste. Part of the Smuckers strategy for keeping on top its introduction of the new product Recently, Smuckers has had a number of successful new entries into the market. Simply Fruit, a fruit with no preservative or artificial flavors and no extra sugar added, has been well received. Smucker is also happy with the sales of its French Fake Strawberry Preserve, available for only a few weeks each year. The Smuckers pride themselves on innovation of all kinds. Smuckers, sensing the coming of a trend, was the first company in the jam and jelly industry to print nutritional information on individual product label. It was the first company to use sealable lids on its jars. Smuckers even has a special invention group that gets together to discuss ideas. All ideas, no matter how outrageous, are encouraged. All negative comments in these meetings are prohibited. Quality, integrity, and customer relation make up the foundation of Smuckers company philosophy. Quality comes first, earning and sales growth comes after. Paul Smucker personally writes thank you notes to all new shareholders. He also suggests that they tell a friend to try Smuckers product. Smuckers refuses to purchase advertising time during any television show that contain a violence or sex scenes. It wants to intend its wholesome outpatient image. Smuckers also prays for full-time federal government inspectors to monitor the entire jam and jelly manufacturing process. Because of this, Smuckers is the only company to carry the Agriculture Department's top U.S. grade A designation on all its product. Okay, this also I have read this article. Okay, I have some question to be answered by all of you here, and you write the answer on your book, and you put the answer in this platform. So who is DM Smucker? Who is DM Smucker? Okay. Number two, what does the JM Smucker company deal with? What does the James Smucker company deals with? What does the James Smucker company deals with? Number three, where is the James Smucker company based in? Where is the James Smucker company based in? Where is the James Smucker company based in? Number four, what do you know about the GM Smucker company? What do you know about the GM Smucker company? What do you know about the GM Smuckers company? Number five, what is the strategy used by Smuckers company to sell this product to the market? What is the strategy used by the Smuckers company to sell this product? Okay, please answer this question. You can answer this question, yeah. Write the question at the answer on your book or on this platform, and then after you answer, if you have better video record, also you can also video record your answer, so you can speak your English, practice your English, and don't forget to video record your reading. So I want to look at your recording session, yeah, in the article, in this article. Okay, the next topic is about past perfect tense. So I'm going to talk or discuss or teach you the grammar, yeah, in relation to past perfect tense. Okay, let me share screen the material of past perfect tense. So in this case, I want to explain this grammar in Bahasa, not in English. So why in Bahasa? So I hope that if I speak in Bahasa, you can understand. Yeah. Okay, this past perfect tense, ya. So we have non past tense, ya. Kita sudah menggunakan past tense sebagai tense untuk membahas sesuatu yang terlewat. So past tense is used to talk about past action. So when you want to express past action, you must use simple past tense. So when you want to tell something happened in the past, we must use simple past tense. Kemarin kita pada pertemuan lalu kita sudah membahas mengenai present perfect continuous tense yang juga masih kondisi lampau dan masih berlangsung. Oke, sekarang kita akan belajar tentang past perfect tense. Apa itu past perfect tense? Ya, jadi kita past perfect tense itu apa definisinya? Oke, jadi past perfect tense itu suatu bentuk kata kerja yang digunakan untuk menyatakan bahwa suatu aksi telah selesai pada suatu titik masa lalu sebelum aksi lain terjadi. Jadi pada definisi ini past perfect tense ini mempunyai dua clause, satu independent clause dan yang satunya dependent clause. Jadi independent clause-nya itu menggunakan past perfect tense, sedangkan dependent clause-nya menggunakan past simple past tense. Jadi kedua clause ini terjadi pada waktu lampau dan tidak ada hubungan dengan sekarang. Jadi past perfect ini menunjukkan suatu perbuatan yang sudah terjadi pada waktu lampau setelah selesai pada satu selesai semua aksi yang terjadi. Ini past perfect tense. Aksi yang terjadi selain masa lampau itu dapat terjadi berulang kali maupun hanya sekali. Salah satu ciri khas dari tes adalah penggunaan had sebelum kata kerja. Jadi sini ada subjek, ada had, ada verb 3. Ya, subjek plus had plus verb 3. Contohnya, I had spoken, I had eaten, we had played football. Nah, kemudian selain itu juga dapat digunakan untuk membentuk conditional sentence tipe 3 and reported speed. If I had spoken English, I would have got abroad. If I had spoken English, I would have went abroad. If I had money, I would have bought the book. Nah, itu contohnya mengenai tipe 3. Mungkin dari Anda sekalian banyak bertanya, kapan kita harus menggunakan past perfect tense ini? Jadi dilansir dari Grammarly, ketika kita ingin menunjuk sebuah poin di masa lalu dan ingin membicarakan bahwa ada momen yang terjadi sebelumnya secara spesifik, kita bisa menggunakan past perfect tense. Nah, polanya ini rumus past perfect tense. Jadi past perfect tense dibentuk dengan auxiliary verb had and past participle. Ya, had digunakan baik untuk singular maupun untuk subjek. Sedangkan past participle dibentuk dengan menambahkan ed, en, d, tn atau NE pada base form berupa regular verb. Pada base form berupa regular verb bentuk past participle tidak konsisten. Dalam past participle rumus bagi 3 bagian sesuai dengan jenis kalimatnya. Kalimat positif ada subject plus had plus past participle verb 3. Example, my brother had slept, they had come. Ada bisa sambil ada had dan bentuk verb 3. Ini kata-kata tidak beraturan. They had come setelah subject ikut had plus 3. Kalimat negatif dengan tambah not, subject plus had not plus past participle. My brother hadn't slept atau had not slept. My brother had not slept, hadn't slept. Ya, disingkat hadn't. They hadn't come. Kalimat interrogatif dengan memindahkan had ke depan, move the auxiliary had to the front of the subject. Memindahkan kata bantu had di depan subjek atau subjek. Had plus subject plus participle. Dan tanya jawabannya ya atau no. Had my brother slept? Yes, you had. Had my brother slept? No, he hadn't. Had they come? Yes, they had. Had they come? No, they hadn't. Jadi tinggal praktis saja ya rumusnya. Tapi setelah ini ada kata before plus subject plus past tense ya. Ada juga kita bisa tambahkan gini ya. Polanya misalnya ini polanya ya, polanya bisa di PDF ya. Jadi fungsi dan penggunaan past perfect tense selain untuk menunjuk kondisi atau momen di masa lalu, mari kita cek fungsi dan contoh penggunaan dari tense ini. Pertama, tense ini bisa berfungsi untuk mengekspresikan aksi di masa lampau yang telah selesai terjadi sebelum momen lampau lainnya terjadi. Jika kamu ingin membicarakan kondisi, kamu juga bisa menyisipkan subordinate conjunction seperti after plus sebelum past tense plus after plus past perfect tense. Before, by the time, when, ya ini bisa digunakan after, before, by the time, when, ya, when plus simple past tense. Bagaimana jika dipastikan dalam kalimat yang tampak when he came last night, the cake had run out. Ya, ketika dia datang malam, kue sudah habis. When, jadi sama-sama terjadi waktu lampau. Ketika datangnya itu juga waktu lampau kemarin malam. Nah, habis kue juga lampau. When he came last night, the cake had run out. Nah, ini kan sama-sama terlampau. Di sini dia kalimat majmuk bertingkat. Ya, ini kan intinya the cake had run out. Kue itu sudah habis. Kena kapan? When he came last night. Nah, jadi kalau kita hilangkan the cake had run out, when he came last night tidak lengkap informasinya. Ya. Jadi when plus subject plus past tense dikutip oleh past perfect tense ini. The student had gotten a verbal warning before his parents were called. Nah, dan kata before his parents were called ini juga kejadian waktu lampau. The student had gotten a verbal warning juga waktu lampau. Jadi dua kejadian waktu lampau. Satu yang sudah terjadi diikuti aksi yang sudah terjadi selesai. Jadi siswa tersebut mendapatkan peringatan verbal sebelum auto telepon. The student had gotten a verbal warning before his parents were called. Ini juga ada kalimat majmuk bertingkat karena ada dua clauses. The student had gotten a verbal warning. Ini namanya independent clause. Independent clause. And before his parents were called namanya dependent clause atau subordinate clause. Atau the student had gotten a verbal warning juga disebut main clause. Okay. I had already eaten breakfast by the time he picked me up. Okay, by the time diikuti subjek plus past tense. Sedangkan I had already eaten breakfast ini past perfect tense. Ini kan sama. Ini past perfect kalimat majmuk bertingkat. Compound sentence. Complex sentence. Nah, karena kalimatnya ada dua subjek. I dengan he. Dan dua predikat. Had eaten dengan pick. Nah, itu dua. Apabila kalimat dua subjek dengan predikat itu kalimat majmuk. Dan apabila dua kalimat itu digunakan kata bantu, kata hubung by the time, when, before itu kalimat bertingkat. Oke. Jadi tadi ya contohnya. Jadi past perfect juga bisa digunakan untuk menunjukkan seberapa sering suatu itu terjadi di masa lampau. Jadi ini pertama waktunya, expressionnya yang sering digunakan yaitu misalnya to, twice, two times, three times, plus before simple past tense. Hanya twice, two times, three times, before plus simple past tense. Every day, every 2 days, every other day, until 2012 setiap hari. Nah, ini ya bisa. Jadi every day, every summer until 2000. Nah, contohnya, I read the book 3 times before I read this review. I had met twice before I read. Ini contoh ya. Nah, contoh. Inilah apa ini simple past perfect tense. Nah, semoga Anda bisa mempraktekannya, Anda pelajari, Anda bisa membaca banyak buku terkait tentang past perfect tense, Anda juga bisa nonton YouTube past perfect tense. Nanti di pertemuan ini Bapak sangat tunjukkan juga berikan video tentang past perfect tense yang dijelaskan oleh para pakar lainnya. Oke, I think that's all ya. My explanation. So I think that's all today. I hope you can practice your English and keep more reading, so your presentation can be good. Yeah, and then you must learn the grammar, past perfect, and you must learn all the grammar you study, so you can write English, good English. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. See you later, my student. Next week. Oh yeah, sorry. So next week, you will have a midterm test, yeah. So you must be ready for that. So you must study all the subject that I have explained and given to you. Okay. Have your test, and be ready for the test. See you later. Then see you.